You should start wearing a big glove on your left hand.
I would, but then the jokes of another sort would pop up. What you doing with that glove on your left hand? What that left hand for?
Oh.
I cut my little boy's hair for the first time. He's happy about it. He's happy about it for now.
I was saying Howard. Okay, so okay.
He's happy
good.
for it. I kept it. I just trimmed it. Just trimmed
it. You
did
Edward Scissorhands him?
No, I didn't do what my mama did to me all them years ago. I just trimmed it and made it even. Shout out to my barber, my son's barber Charlie. He got a hard job.
Charlie.
He's got a hard job, so I'm just trying to keep it nice till COVID go away. Or short, not short, but
I think until COVID slows down. I don't know about going away.
Well, it's not going away anytime soon, but people acting like it went away as soon as the Georgia opened up, though.
I went by Chastain Park earlier just to drive, for a drive, and then I was like, these people.
Oh man, they out there.
I mean, they own the golf course, flying kites and stuff.
Well, the golf course is never really closed.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about people golfing. What about other people on the golf course, just all over the hole, different holes, just running around having a good time?
Hey, we out here. All right, let's get this bad boy started.
Okay. Welcome to another edition of Two Piece and a Biscuit. My name is Lawrence. And shoot, man. Y'all ready for this quarantine to be over? I got my main man Ian on live. What's up, Ian?
What's going on, Lawrence? I ain't going outside.
Me neither. Me neither at all. Like, oh, snap. And we got
outside and almost die.
That joke was flying close to my face. And I got my other main man, Brandon. What's up, Brandon?
What's up, fellas? I'm just out here checking on my mail at my apartment complex and coming up people stealing people's mail. Federal offense. Anybody who doesn't know that.
It is a federal offense. You're right. My mom used to work for the post office. So I know I'm intimate with a lot of the rules and regulations. I don't know why you'll steal somebody's mail, but that's all.
You thought that stimulus check coming in the mail and that direct deposit.
Well, the complex said had an issue with so like there's a door to the actual mailboxes themselves, and they have when a mail person comes in, they have to open the panel that has all the little boxes where they put the mail in each individual box and they close the panel back. That way, when you as a person come in, you just use your key and open your particular little box. But it had kind of been messed up, and since technically it's USPS property, the apartment complex can't fix it. Like USPS has got to come fix it, but they won't deliver mail if it ain't fixed. So I told my manager like twice, like a 3-week span, because I got stuff that kind of got sent to me, and I'm like, yo, there's this thing. I don't know what they told you, but it's not fixed. So right before the guy fixed it, or I guess like 2 days before the guy fixed it, so people stole some mail again. So I'm like you said, and I'm not like, it's not baffling to me, right? Like these texts are coming, folks is desperate or stupid, or just both, and people they're gonna do what they gonna do. It's easy to check. Maybe somebody opens the mail and is like, oh, let me hold that door real quick. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Got him.
Yeah, Yahtzee.
So, hopefully they will get apprehended, and that's not gonna be a real nice thing.
Well, that's right. Speaking of apprehension, there's some guy by the name of Teddy Riley. Y'all remember last week when he had his little IG party? He might have needed a little apprehension there, man. I kind of got in on the back end of that. I had gone to sleep and then saw all the comments and the memes. People are funny. The internet is undefeated. What's going on with the IG party? What was the funniest part of that whole debacle?
Man, I'd have to say seeing COVID-19 moving too slow over there. I probably have to say all the people that were in Teddy's camp walking up to the phone, looking in the comments, putting their face in the camera. Like, what are they saying? I can't read it.
Awful.
They
just
say
like I did.
They say there's an echo. Is there an echo? Are you sure? Is that what they saying? Huh? What? It was like he basically had a team full of geriatric folks that didn't know how to work a computer, and it all was just bad.
My favorite pose was the one where he like this at the band because the band
in the back, like, what you guys doing?
What y'all doing? What's the problem?
I like all the comedian work. What's the guy that does all the basketball?
Good old Spice
Spice Adams. His page was hilarious. I don't know how he changed the costume so quick, but how he had that velvet one on deck.
Oh,
like he had it on deck.
He came out. No, he came out the woodwork with that one. I don't know how
that was in the closet. That's already out in the closet. You can't do that less than 24 hours later.
He just, I guess if you stay ready, you never have to get ready. So he had it. He was ready for the jokes, and I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, I thought the whole idea of doing IG concerts during this quarantine time was pretty cool. But that Teddy Riley looked like a hot mess.
But here's the thing: when you're doing an IG concert and it's just you by yourself, cool, no problem. It's all gonna work out. But when you're trying to do it with somebody else on there, and you can only do basically a small speaker, and you just playing the songs off the speaker, you can't mess around and have the big giant setup with the studio speakers and everything going off in the background, because all it does is muffle the sound. Right. Makes the quality worse for the listener, for everybody else that's listening. And that's happened with a couple of artists doing these battles. RZA's sound was real sketchy when him and DJ Premier were going head to head, because he was in his studio doing his stuff. People's quality sound the best have been the ones that just say, "Yo, give me a Beats pill or whatever, a JBL small speaker, got the phone right here, and we're just gonna rock."
Yeah, I guess T-Pain. I know T-Pain and
Lil Jon's was excellent.
Right. They kept it simple. And D-Nice has been solid every time he's been on, clear, concise.
Yeah, but it's not D-Nice on IG Live with somebody else, so it sounds not bouncing back and forth. Both times that Babyface was on, Babyface just had it on a simple, set of headphones like this, and whatever little speaker he want to play, and he's playing off the laptop going.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes smaller is bigger and better. And, when you go too big and you don't know what you're doing, players mess up, man. Players mess up.
Yeah.
That
was the end of round one. Round one had Teddy Riley looking at his band like, huh? And
the meme around the world, man.
Oh yeah, I think the other funny part was when he tried to say, yeah, you guys, something's wrong with the mic. The mic isn't working right now, guys. So, give us about a half an hour. We're going to come right back. And then next, his mans came up right behind him, got on the mic, and the mic was sounding great. No, Teddy was like trying to talk to Babyface like, huh? I can't hear you. Huh? He was trying to like lip sync around the mic. And his man walked up and was like, yeah, we're going to be right back. And, just give us 30 minutes to figure this out. I was like, see, come on, Teddy. You're messing up.
Get you guys. Man, it was a hot mess. Babyface was kind of like, yeah. So, but we were able to, after all the memes and all the jokes, it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong. We had the rematch this past Monday, and it had some issues still, but once we got rolling.
Oh yeah.
And I think at one point, I don't know if you actually made it into the club, but
I was in there the whole time.
Me too. I didn't have no trouble jumping on. So my sister, a couple of my friends, like they couldn't get in because I think at that point it was like 450 or like it got up to 500,000 people.
Yeah.
Because I know Questlove was like he was streaming it on his IG live so that people could come to that's the overflow section.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, man. It broke Twitter.
It definitely broke. It broke
No, that's
Instagram.
Twitter. I'm sorry.
It broke Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's go. What did you? First of all, who did you have winning the battle?
I mean,
go ahead. Go. No, I'm always gonna go Babyface. That's my guy.
I'm more of a R&B type of dude, and then when you hear the list of Babyface songs, you're like, I like Teddy Jam, and all the Michael stuff he did, and a couple like I like he the club song, he pump it up. But if you want to just chill, some good stuff, and my man Baby got all kind of different stuff. Even he got it. He won it for me when he broke out the guitar. He was about to play Eric Clapton. I was like, yo, it's over.
Well, that was when Teddy started having his issues again, and
right.
And Babyface turned into the ultimate troll / I got jokes for you all days, and the most sly, sarcastic, mean-spirited way possible. That being said, I can honestly say I called it a tie.
Oh, a tie, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately, I went with the tie.
But unfortunately, right. That's a good. It's hard. You got two legends going back and forth.
Now, I can honestly say I stopped scoring it. After a while, I was like, I'm sick of going score for score. It's not fun.
Just enjoy the music.
Sit back and just enjoy the music, have fun with it.
You know what though? You know what's cool though is that the fact that this can be done though. I'm a little bit older than you guys. So
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. You was born in 83. I was born in 79.
I was born in 84. That's a big difference between it.
Okay. Mr. Graybeard over there. But anyhow,
at least I got a beard.
My beard, me not having a beard is by choice. By choice. My DNA chooses for me not to have a beard. So there that is. But I think it's just real cool that you can watch a concert and enjoy the music of Teddy Riley. Because, I came back from tape. I had tapes. I still got tapes around here somewhere. CDs. Now CDs are old. It's all about streaming. And now you can just watch a concert. It just grew. You could just put it on your TV if you got one of the smart TVs and just kind of, or, you got an app on your TV. You could just watch the whole thing go down on your TV. That's cool. It's cool. It might have not worked out the best for Mr. Riley and his crew because they're older than me. They are older than me, Ian.
I didn't say they weren't.
I'm just saying, though. I don't know. I was ready for the rebuttal. I was ready for the clap.
Okay, sure. Okay.
But it's cool. It's all good. They're all trying to do something to entertain us. And, I missed the second part because I was at work and stuff. So I wish I would have been able to see it. But, these artists are trying something.
All right, so let's go round for round, give your opinion. So round one, Teddy starts with SWV right there, the Human Nature remix.
Be right there.
Versus Tony Braxton, Love Should Have Brought You Home.
That's a Brother Boomerang soundtrack.
I scored that for Teddy.
I'm going Teddy on that one too.
I went Baby, but to me, I love both songs, so it's hard to be like, I get what you're saying. But go with. I feel
like this Babyface with the skit at the beginning, playing the clip from the movie, helped it out. I'm still going Teddy.
Showmanship, that's what I call it.
So round two, Teddy comes with Keith Sweat, Make It Last Forever. Babyface comes back with As Soon As I Get Home. I'm going Teddy. I'm going Teddy.
I think I'm going with Teddy on that one too.
Oh, you know me.
However, the Babyface, bringing back the Babyface and his introduction, the first one, I think I'm gonna change my pick to Babyface on the last one. I'm wishy-washy.
I'm going Teddy just because Babyface sounds like a sucker.
Oh,
I buy your clothes. I pay your rent. I'll cook your dinner just as soon as I get home from work.
I mean,
maybe he married. Oh, maybe it's her birthday.
Or maybe that's just their relationship and it works for them.
There you go, Brandon. There you go.
I'm just saying.
There you go, Brandon.
It feels very simplistic and rushed.
Classic song. Okay, next round.
Next round, you got Johnny Kemp, Just Got Paid, done by Teddy Riley. Didn't know that prior to this. And then the Whispers, Rock Steady, Babyface.
Rock Steady with the shoulder pads? Come on, Babyface.
Man, Johnny Kemp just got paid.
Yeah, but that was his.
You can play Just Got Paid right now, and you know what that means.
I know that means Love and Basketball is on in the background somewhere. I'm like, where's that?
No, that mean we finna go party.
That's
Just got paid Friday night. I'm finna blow this check.
All your stimulus check gone.
Yeah,
all that DT money gone.
Yeah,
DT money gone.
DT.
That was a good round too. All right, what was next round?
Round 4 was Foxy Brown and Blackstreet, Get Me Home versus Babyface, Every Time I Close My Eyes.
I have to give you not Babyface, but I have to give it to Teddy on that one. Although what's funny is my mother hated Foxy Brown. She was the way she dressed and everything. My mama was like, "You need to watch that video." She looks like I was like, "Whoa, mama! I'm just saying."
You still looking? He was still looking.
Absolutely, still looking. That goes to Teddy on that one.
Foxy Brown was hot. I'm going with Teddy Riley. I'm going Teddy Riley on that one. Cause that song, when that song came out, it just brought me back to when Foxy Brown's career kind of began. She was hot for that like hot year. Real hot.
She's on that Case song with for the Name Professor.
Yeah. She did that LL Cool J.
Oh, that's a good one too.
So yeah.
She had a little moment.
That album was not bad. Ain't got nothing to do with Teddy Riley, however, but yeah, that album was not bad.
But that song was a jam.
Yeah, it was it.
There's no denying that.
It was a what? It was a what?
It was a jam.
Jam.
I knew it.
Jam. Yeah, come on, you didn't come.
I knew it was coming.
Shout out to Benny Halpern.
Good old Benjamin. All right, so where we at? Next round 5, we got Guys, Piece of My Love versus After 7, Ready or Not. Piece of My Love goes.
It does go. But Ready or Not, solid too. I'm going, baby.
I'm in on anything with Guy now. Some jam, brother. Look like you jamming right now, Brandon.
I was in my head. What was your pick, Ian?
Oh, we going Teddy. Teddy all day.
Okay.
Hey, Ian, I need you to bring back that picture. How old was you when you had that picture? Come on, man.
That was a couple years ago.
No, it wasn't. I don't believe that. Let's see that picture again. Bring it up.
Yeah, he's lying. Look at it.
That was a couple years ago.
That picture was in 2010.
Nah.
You look like a 27. You look like 27 there.
Nah, man. I shave all this off. You know, I'm back to pulling all the freshmen in college.
Okay.
Who he fooling?
I'll say the beard is the only thing that makes me look semi older. I'll say I walk around, they still think I'm like 30. Like, oh, you just turned 30. No, I'm about to be out of here.
He's on his way out. Moving on up.
I'm on my way.
All right, so I've already got Teddy up 5-0. That's just me.
Yeah,
Others may feel like I have a Teddy bias, but that's just me. I like the jam.
Jam.
That being said, we got round 6. You had High Five, I Like the Way, Kissing Game by Teddy Riley. Had no idea he did that. Versus Babyface with Bobby Brown, Every Little Step.
No, Babyface. Babyface on that one. Every little step I take.
Begrudgingly, I go Babyface.
Begrudgingly?
Yeah, because Kissing Game goes.
Oh, it does.
It does.
Kissing Game actually, me and my girl got up and we were dancing around, just being goofy, having a good time. She was.
Yeah.
Brandon, that's how babies get made, brother.
Shut up.
Got him.
We got 2 vets on the pod with you, bro.
We got to get out of quarantine.
Oh, quarantine. Getting out of quarantine ain't stopping that.
Nope.
No comment.
All right, so then we got round 7. We got Key Sweat. I Want Her. Shut up. Versus Can We Talk?
Can we talk?
Babyface again
for a minute?
Yeah,
girl. Yeah.
And I will say that Tevin Campbell kind of messed it up when the song came on during the battle. He actually tweeted that "Can You Talk" was a stalker song.
Man, I ain't gonna say nothing about Tevin Campbell. I don't feel like getting in trouble. I don't feel like getting in trouble.
Why?
I ain't gonna say nothing about Tevin Campbell. No, I'm not going.
That kind of messed up some people's opinion of one Mr. Tevin Campbell. But
I can't say nothing.
But I can understand, the feeling, like, yo,
that song was hard when it came out, though. It was hard.
That was the jam. That was it. You couldn't tell me Tevin Campbell wasn't gonna be the next great star, and he didn't quite turn it over.
Yeah. However, though, let's be real here. His 2 songs from a Goofy movie were very, very good.
Very, very slept on movie.
Very much. Stand out, boy. Don't get me started. Let's go to the Dixon.
You want to talk about Powerline?
What? Lauren, what you know about Powerline, Lauren?
Not a doggone thing. Not a doggone thing.
See, that's how Lawrence was like 20 some years old when Goofy movie came out. He was already He'd already had a rough living.
I wasn't watching none of that stuff y'all was watching.
Bro, well, you need to do a favor, listen to Eye to Eye and the Goofy. Just listen to that soundtrack.
Play Goofy movie for your boys, and that'll become their new favorite movie. I bet. I promise you that. Promise you that.
Okay, I'm gonna play it, and if they like it, that means I'm gonna watch it 130 times. So then I'm gonna call both of y'all.
And you know what?
No Zoom, so people can't see the anger.
He gonna be spinning around doing the perfect cast.
So basically, what you're saying is he's gonna change his profile picture from Zoom to something like current, because we know that picture he got that that was like graduation in 1999 or something like that.
Oh, that picture? No, man, that was when that picture was when I was doing extra work. Semi kind of in the acting world, so I had that. I had that picture taken by a good friend. No.
Hey, Georgia State model. You gotta be a model.
Lauren did the big and tall on there. Yeah.
No, that picture was taken by Al G. Silla. Shout out Al. For the picture and the headshots.
What kind of name is that?
That's his name, Al Silla, but he go by Al G.
Tragic name.
Yeah, it was like now it's like 7 years ago now. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was a while ago. I was still not 40 then.
Not 40. So there's life was 40 and then there's life before 40, right?
Hey, it's a game changer. It's a game changer to turn 40. In on the way.
I may be on the way, but I'm not there yet.
Game on the way.
Same. Not there yet.
All right, so round 8, we got Guy with I Like versus Karen White, The Way You Love Me.
I didn't give it to Teddy, even though Karen gets slept on, though.
Yeah,
Karen
Karen
gets slept on a lot.
Karen can sing. I just think she sang, but
She can't say it. I have to go with Teddy.
Teddy Riley, the Guy I Like. Just that song, just it being in in Love and Basketball.
Oh, basketball. Oh yeah.
Just that song and that scene in general, it resonates.
That movie just had its anniversary
Yeah.
a couple of days ago. I saw it on Twitter and everybody was like,
it's like 20 years, not 20.
It might be 20.
Actually, yeah.
Or either 19.
It might be 20 because I feel like it came out like 2000. That's when we didn't know who Sanaa Lathan was.
Yeah.
You know what? This is one thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna sound like a world class hater.
20 years old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like a world class hater when I say this, but I have never seen a basketball movie where people travel so much. Never. Not never. Omar Epps and they got their James Harden on that, bro. Wow.
Oh, boy.
Can't argue with that.
Think about that cast, man. Sanaa, young Gabrielle, 2 years off of Bring It On.
She wasn't young then.
Well, I didn't know that. She looked like she young.
Gabrielle, a lot older than you think.
Yeah,
she older than me.
Gabrielle looked the same from.
Gabrielle, what, 45?
She about 45-ish. She clocking 50.
Because
D-Wade
is what?
He born in 82. He born in 82. D-Wade
like 2 years older than I am.
Yeah, D-Wade is a baby compared to her.
Yeah. There's some distance between the ages there.
I do know that. Yeah. I do know that. But she's still a very attractive lady.
Yeah. That she is.
I would never impugn Gabrielle Union's looks or anything. So yes, I will. Thumbs up. Okay.
Okay. So round 9, we got Heavy D. Is It Good to You versus Tevin Campbell. I'm Ready.
Now, since we talked about what happened with the last Tevin Campbell song, I feel like I'm gonna lean more Teddy just because I feel some type of way.
Because I told you that fact.
What was that song about then?
You know what it's about, don't it?
I mean, thankfully it was written by Babyface and not R. Kelly. So
okay.
We all right.
Hog tie? I don't even know how to hog tie.
The panic in your face. I'm going with Teddy. Oh, no. I'm done.
Why is this doing this?
Who are you picking, Lawrence?
That's what R. Kelly said, and y'all still bumping his music like we don't know.
I'm not listening to any R. Kelly.
Who's bumping the music? I am perfectly fine not doing that.
There's that picture. There he is.
Hey, I told you. It's when I was once upon a time when I was dreaming to be an actor.
As Lawrence's profile saying, hey guys, if you want a jacket that has some big shoulder pads, kind of so big and tall.
I feel like he's about to sell me a house.
I could do that too.
It looks like a very much a realtor type of picture.
Would you like to see do you want to see a mud room?
No. Let me.
Oh boy!
Look at that heel tilt, though. Look at that heel tilt. That's professional.
Yeah, it tells you to hold, look up, and wow.
He's either really professional or he's really about to sell me a lemon.
I bet his neck was hurt too, right there too.
He's about to sell.
What you trying to say? My head big. I got a big head. What you trying to say?
I just said it's hard to hold that pose like that, man. You leave it forward.
I said you about to sell a car with no engine. I mean, tell me just infinite miles to the gallon.
Unfortunately, I've been confused by Nigerian many times, so that might be the implication that somebody might think.
I can see that.
Brandon, shut up. Shut up.
From the land. Or yeah, what's the next round?
I can't lie, you guys had me baffled with that one. All right. So everybody went Teddy Riley on that one?
Yeah.
Okay, round 10, we got Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, The Show, versus the Dells, Two Occasions, The Show. I don't even know why I have this discussion. It's The Show.
But the occasions are pretty good. It's just bad dancing in the video. Bad choreography.
I only think of you on two occasions. That's day and night.
Right.
I go for broke. If I could be with you, only you can make it right. So
corny and effective.
Bars.
So simple. So depressing.
Hey,
Bars.
That's that 90s. That's that 90s love, man.
That's that spit.
That's that. I just wrote this in the bathroom right before school was starting.
And you know what? Girls ate it up. Pass me the letter. That's what they would say. Check yes or no.
I don't know what to say. Because my follow-up comment could get me in trouble, so I don't know what I'm good on that.
Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. You still quarantined. You ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah,
nowhere to go, sir. Nowhere to go.
Yeah,
nowhere to go.
Who'd you go with this, Lawrence?
I went with Teddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Round 11, I say they both lost. You had Jay-Z featuring Blackstreet, The City Is Mine, versus Bobby Brown's Rock With You.
Oh, that's Baby.
Babyface wins just because.
I like Rock With You.
No, nobody really cared about the Jay-Z Blackstreet song.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Which album is that off? The second one? The second one? City Is Mine?
I don't even remember it. That's how bad it is.
It's got to be off the second one then, because everybody remembers everything after Hard Knock Life. So
well, there you go.
Yeah, even though that second Jay-Z album, I encourage you guys to listen to that. This is a great album. But
Indigenous music.
I'm big into old hip hop, big. So I don't really listen to the Baby and Roddy Ricch and all them guys, but I do listen to a lot of old hip hop. So Jay-Z, I encourage you to. It's a good album. So having said that, I'm going Teddy Riley.
Okay. That was a surprise one for somebody going Teddy. All right, round 12. This is where it gets really interesting. So round 12, they flipped it. You had Babyface go first and then Teddy Riley go second. So Babyface started out with Bobby Brown on Our Own from the Ghostbusters soundtrack.
Oh no. Yeah.
And Teddy came back with Michael Jackson in the Closet.
I ain't never liked that Michael Jackson song. I didn't like the implications are bad. No, man.
So you going Baby on that one?
Yeah, I got to. I just off default. In the Closet. Did y'all watch the HBO doc with Michael Jackson?
Nah, didn't need to.
Don't do it.
I did.
Don't do it. You did. You traumatized.
You
traumatized.
I'm trying to separate the merit from that video from the actual song. It's hard to I don't love the song. I like the song, but I don't love the song. But I do love the Teddy's jam. Well, not Teddy jam, but Babyface and On Our Own. I mean, that was. I think I busted out in the Running Man when that song came on that night. So definitely going Babyface.
Yeah, I'm going Babyface too, because that On Our Own is just a song
from the jump.
Even though I will say In the Closet, everybody I'd even make the argument, and maybe it's just me, being a jerk. Well, not even a jerk, just me being me. I might even say that was off that Dangerous album. That might be Mike's best.
His album is a sleeper.
I might even say that might have been Michael Jackson's best album, even though that'd be like blasphemy to say that nothing's better than Thriller.
I won't say that. It definitely had a different sound. There are some tracks on there that are really good especially if you go back now. Well, I mean, as people who appreciate music, one of my favorite songs on there is "I Can't Let Her Get Away." That's I love that song. And I think I
Can't Let Her Get Away.
Listen to this. Now that you God, Lee, man. No.
That quarantine getting to you, huh?
Babyface, next round. Tell your wife to cut you off, man.
She got to be here to cut me off.
It's true too. So round 13, you had Babyface, When I See You Again, versus Blackstreet, Before I Let You Go. I think I go Babyface on that one. Just the guitar playing, just the melody was just
he pulled a pimp move when he pulled out the guitar.
Yeah,
because Teddy was like, I thought we said we couldn't have an instrument.
Teddy was like, Babyface was like, sorry, I can play this acoustic.
Psych.
Yeah, I'm gonna go baby.
That's a real player move to pull out an instrument and know how to play it well. So,
oh yeah,
Babyface.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then we go to round 14. You got Babyface Whip Appeal versus Guys Let's Chill. I went Guy Let's Chill.
Yeah. That just gives you that's why it just makes you feel good about yourself. Let's chill. It's a good feeling. It's good. Like a drop. Ha yeah. Ha I see you, Brandon. I see you, boy. That boy there, he headed to the road. he headed. Oh man, welcome to parenthood.
Yeah, you better be quiet, man. Oh my God.
All right, so we go 15. Johnny Gill, My, written by Babyface, versus Blackstreet, Deep. That was definitely a giveaway. It's easy.
Yeah, I think so.
Of all the Blackstreet songs to play, it's like, why did you play that? You just threw something out there.
Yeah, for sure.
He was insinuating at the time for everybody who in their house with their lady after they came from the club. He played his song, I was like, all right, Teddy, I think people get the message.
But I'm not playing Blackstreet Deep after I leave the club, and even and I got my lady. That's definitely not what I'm going to. I'll go to Guy Let's Chill or something like that, but I'm not going to Blackstreet Deep. No offense to anybody that does, but that's not my bag.
Word. So Babyface clears that one out.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
And this one got interesting. So you had round 16, you had TLC Red Light Special.
I'm yours.
Yeah. Versus Janet Jackson featuring Blackstreet, I Get So Lonely. And this is what
I get so
lonely. He played the remix though.
Yeah, it was the remix. Yeah, the remix, and that's where Babyface got shade. Like, oh, I didn't know we were playing remixes. I don't have any, but I didn't know we were playing them.
Right.
I'm going to Teddy Riley with that. That I Get So Lonely was good. That was a good song.
But are you referring to the remix? Or are you referring to the original?
I like the remix.
Oh wow!
I like the remix.
I'm going TLC Red Light Special because that got you through puberty.
I was past puberty when that song came out.
Because you're old.
We know.
You're old.
Hold that face.
OL capital D. Old.
You sound like Heath Ledger when he was talking about "No, I'm not." When he was a Joker in the Dark Knight. Hold that last letter. No, that's Babyface.
Clown.
Man. That's Babyface all the way.
Yeah, the Red Light Special lets you know. Wait, wait a minute. So what is she talking? Oh.
See, I had already known what she was talking about because
that album. That album. Whew, that's a shame that they got robbed on that album as far as money and everything.
That was the standard music contract that they were dealing with.
Yeah,
for sure.
Be like that. So yeah, Red Light Special for the win for me. 17, you had Karen White Superwoman versus Michael Jackson Jam. Go on. Michael Jackson Jam.
Too much.
ain't
Damn.
It ain't too much for me. Damn.
Nah, you I heard you
actually,
clearly.
you're actually pronouncing the words.
Right. You got to be
Oh. That better?
Yeah. Much better. Right. I gotta look at the CD and look at the lyrics on the little board.
What did he say again?
Kids now, they don't have to do that. They just Google the lyrics. So you have to get the actual CD cover and be like, what's this saying there?
So they go to Rap Genius to break down stuff, and it's like, what is he saying? How did he say that? I don't remember that.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, on Apple Music, you'll hit the little thing where it got the words and stuff like that. I'll pull that up in a heartbeat. I'm like, I don't know what he said.
Either way, it's Teddy. I mean, you got Michael, you have both MJs, and you got Heavy D rapping on the hook. I mean, on the breakdown.
Yeah.
In the video, you watch Michael Jackson dunk. I don't think he knew how to dunk until that.
With a stunt man and a trampoline.
And a stunt man, a ladder for him to climb up to the 9-foot hoop. Yeah. I was gonna give him 9 foot, but okay. Only reason I said 9 because MJ had to jump a little bit to dunk in the video.
He was on 8-foot goal.
Oh, he was on 8.
and Michael Jordan hit the shoulder moves in there too. Michael looked so stiff. Like,
yeah, he looked super stiff.
Oh, yeah.
He looked
just dunk the ball, brother. And we know.
Yeah. They'll say greatest player on the planet, just not the best dancer.
That wasn't his skill. Well, you spend all your time playing basketball. You don't have time for much else.
That's God's gift. He puts you in that lane. This is not your lane.
Mm-hmm.
This is not. So, all right, clear winner on that one.
I'm gonna say in that basketball court, I don't want no problems with you. You come on this dance floor, I got all the.
I got something for you. Boy. I got something for you. Go Brandon, hit him. Get him.
I'll say I got a different spin move for you, buddy.
Oh boy, got him.
So round 18, we had Tony Braxton Making Me High versus Rex and Effects Rump Shaker. And I just say only reason why either one of these songs are hits is just because of the videos.
All I want to do is zoom, man.
I said Shorty at the beginning playing the saxophone versus Tony Braxton and that all white pants.
That white. And you had some winners on her team in there too. Who was her friends back there? I was like,
I wasn't even looking at her. I wasn't looking at them. I was looking at her and that.
Oh, I mean, I was around there. She was in that little spinner little platform she was on. So they were going or panning around her. Yeah, I have to go with Teddy. Not Teddy. Excuse me. I have to go with Baby.
I will abstain from comments.
Why will you abstain from comments?
Huh?
Why will you abstain from comments?
I'm just saying that like Teddy or Baby won. That's all I abstain.
He's taking himself out the vote.
Scary.
Sorry.
Lawrence for the win.
He's got an audience.
No, no. This is live on Facebook. Lawrence for the win.
Wow.
All right, so this is where things got really stupid. So round 19, you had Babyface playing Boys and Men, I'll Make Love to You.
I'll make love to you. Sorry.
And then this is where Teddy's feed went down and kind of stuff started happening. It was like, you know what? Here we go with the round 1 situation all over again.
You right there?
I'm doing what the old guys is doing.
Oh. Got it. I'll say they could have used you in that room, Lawrence.
Hey, brother, take it easy, man.
I'm saying you would have fixed it.
Oh, okay. I would.
The tech savviness that was,
and you're old enough to be a part of that demographic.
Yeah.
He wearing his black DJ hat back there.
He'll flip the hat on. Lawrence back to being the hype man. Oh, come on.
I'm like, why?
I would have done none of that. None of that at all.
Okay.
Zero. None.
That's funny.
And
yeah.
come back with a song. And, So he gets the win automatically. Then round 20, apparently Babyface played Whitney Houston, Count on Me.
Yeah, he did.
And he played what else? He played Mariah Carey's When You Believe.
Mm-hmm.
And Teddy came back with Blackstreet, No Diggity.
Oh, that's a hit. No Diggity.
Yeah.
They still hit that song so much. Little Penny Hardaway, his little puppet.
Yep. So I had Teddy winning overall. I'll say one song I was disappointed that Teddy didn't play Blackstreet Don't Leave.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I was surprised he didn't play that. And then I was also surprised that maybe just my own personal favorite, Babyface didn't play his song There She Goes, the one produced by the Neptunes.
I will say, I don't know if he played it, but I know he hinted at, I don't know if it was officially during the battle, but again, him and Eric Clapton with Change the World. It was one of my favorite Babyface songs with Eric. I think it's the one that got him a Grammy.
Yeah, I feel like that was what he was going to play when he said, yeah, I'm about to play the White song, and then he didn't play it.
I knew it. My girl Jay was sitting there like, you were bouncing around the house. I'm like, because I know what song is about to be played. And I love that song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, another song that Babyface did, surprisingly. Well, it makes sense, but I would like to hear him play it. Brandy, Sitting in My Room.
Classic.
I wish he would have played This Is for the Cool.
That's what I wanted.
That's another good one too.
Stephon Urkel.
Yeah. Before they played that on with Stephon, I really enjoyed that as a youngin. So.
Family Matters. Yeah.
And
This is for the cool.
Maybe just me being a kid again. Teddy Riley and the Blackstreet and Maya, Take Me There, the Rugrats song.
Yeah, to take me there. I want to be there. Take me there. Too. Oh, my bad.
But yeah, that's my breakdown, and I guess our breakdown of the Teddy Riley versus Babyface battle. I can't wait for the next one. They say apparently Dr. Dre and Diddy is supposed to do one.
Ooh.
I believe when I see it.
I asked my boss to turn a blind eye if they come on during the week.
I mean, for real, regardless of whether you're really one way or the other, it's great music on both ends. Yeah. Music that we, the three of us, have all grown up to. So, how could you not love that?
You gotta love it.
All right. Yeah, you gotta love it. Like I said, good times. Like I said, I'm impressed by, how far technology has come that you can enjoy this on social media and just kind of reminisce. These kind of songs make you feel good at the end of the day.
Man, they do. So you don't have feel good, like, and even though some of them are talking about certain things, but like just like the soul, like a good R&B song,
right.
Just make you feel type of way. And I don't personally, I don't hear a lot of that anymore. Now, if y'all got some options, if you send me some options, I would love to take it in. But I don't hear that. I don't hear that type of stuff as much as I used to.
Well, but I think the biggest thing with music is when you hear the song, it puts you in a place and it creates a nostalgia. Like certain, like songs that they're playing that we're hearing now, it takes you back to that moment, and you're like, okay, what was I doing when this song came on? Yo, I was like, when you hear like the Lil Jon and T-Pain battle, when you hear Lil Jon play a certain song, like, I Don't Give a, you like, yo, what was I doing? I was fighting somebody in the club. I was elbowing somebody, and I was having a good time. It takes you back to that place. So when you hear music now, you're already set in a place. So it's like, I can't really vibe to a Trippie Redd because I'm not in that same spot anymore. I can't vibe to a Uzi because I'm not in that place.
Yeah. Well, we just consume music so fast nowadays. The way that it's streamed, the way it's put out, there's no time to just kind of sit and kind of marinate in the music.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say that. I don't even think we marinate in the music. Then we went to what we liked. Just like if you take a person from, say you take a person from New York and you bring them down to Atlanta and give them a bunch of Atlanta music, they're gonna be like, man, this is bull. This is stupid. I want my New York music. or vice versa. You take somebody from Atlanta, put them up in New York, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, why am I listening to? Why do I want? Why are you telling me that these dudes is the greatest things ever? Outkast is the best thing ever. You're not gonna tell me that Lloyd Banks and 50 Cent are all that because it doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't put me in that same place.
Yeah, I don't know if Lloyd can resonate with a lot of stuff, but that's just me personally.
I don't know. Lloyd can go. Lloyd go.
Lloyd Banks got some good. Lloyd Banks got some good songs. He got some good. I mean, yeah, he got some good songs.
Yeah, he got some stuff. It just doesn't resonate with you.
No, I don't think.
Right.
I don't think about what I was doing when a Lloyd Banks song come on. But Outkast comes on, you definitely think about. I don't know. I still think about Southern Playlist, the album. That's still that whole album plays in my mind ad nauseum. Somebody could say "Time to Drop These Bows" like Dusty Rose. Oh! You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I think for you is that one. For me, it's Aquemini. Like Rosa Parks. The art of storytelling. Like those showing shit for me. And like to Ian's point, music when it's great music, and I guess it's each individual person, right? But that music is supposed to create like there's a connection to something, whether it's an emotion or a feel, a movie or something you can experience or whatever. That's what really kind of binds it to your memory bank, and that's why I like a lot of movie stuff too, because when I'm watching something and I know how that makes me feel, if I hear what's behind it, then to me, when I hear that, I also make that connection to that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm using as a medium is important, but not as important. But again, it's like you said, some stuff now. Obviously I'm not going up in the club throwing bows no more. I remember when I used to with some old songs, but
But that's the thing. If you went to the club now, and
like who's that old guy in the club right there? Tell me to go home.
But that's true too. No, but if you went to the club now and say they played a bunch of Lil Jon stuff back to back to back to back, for a hot second you'd be like, "Yo, I feel like starting up a mosh pit real quick." One second.
Retrograde real quick.
Then you think about your insurance. You think about your job. You think about how much time you're gonna lose.
I don't want to
think about you might get fired.
It's too much.
You want to fifth one is you don't want to hear from the woman.
Yeah, but if we're all in a house party together and somebody plays that song, I promise you, I'm walking across the room and I'm pushing the hell out of somebody just for the fun of it. It's a joke, but I'm gonna push you just because, yeah, and then run away. I might push one of y'all old ladies and then walk away real quick.
Oh, you ain't gonna do that,
man. I done played basketball. He ain't gonna shove you. He ain't lying. That's not what you play.
I played football with you. I know about that.
That's even worse. You play football, you supposed to push somebody. He playing basketball, he's shoving folks.
I'm already out of bounds, bro.
Even worse.
Why? I got 2 feet down. I'm in.
I do it.
He'll shove you and then laugh about it.
I do it.
I will say one song that I do like now that's currently, it's kind of like a nice little R&B sort of feel. I've heard that Usher's new song with what's that girl's name? Don't Waste My Time. Waste My Time. You heard that?
I think I've heard it.
Really?
Yeah,
to me, that song was about to be hard. Now I got to at least find what I'm talking about because I feel like I'm silly saying it and I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, you good.
I'm not gonna play it. It's just Don't Waste My Time by him and LMA or LMI.
LMA.
Okay, LMA. Yeah. I like it, Jam.
It's just a song. It's okay. It just doesn't resonate. Again, it doesn't speak to me. It doesn't. I don't feel like I got to listen to it over and over and over and over and push me in the place. So I'm like, oh man, this is it.
Oh, to me, I thought this song was about to be, minus COVID, was about to be the next big summer jam. For me, I can see it like playing in a lot of, cool like loungy places, like a nice summer jam to kind of listen to. Like I love it, so like I'm 2-step into it all the time.
So you're not Tootsie sliding. That's what you're trying to say.
No, I'm not Tootsie sliding.
Yeah, you got. There's a lot of emo music now. So,
Tootsie slide.
Man, Brandon, stop that line. You know you don't Tootsie slide.
You know,
I actually have not.
You have Tootsie slid a couple times.
Look. Actually, I have not.
You just haven't recorded it, buddy. You Tootsie slid.
No, I mean I probably would.
He got a TikTok. We're gonna find that TikTok. We're gonna get it approved.
Brandon, you got
probably get it out pretty quick. No, I don't.
He got the whole switch challenge on there and everything.
You're gonna see Brandon doing a don't rush.
My tie game. Actually, what was it? I mean, like, no. Next subject.
And next subject.
I guess you ready to talk about this draft?
Yeah. Well, I was about to say, speaking of things that don't make people happy, this draft, Ian.
What's up?
Ian. Sheesh, bro.
What's going on?
You know, things kind of went somewhat to. We'll get to Ian in the Packers a little bit later. Things kind of went kind of like we thought. You know, everybody knew Joe Burrow was going to be number 1. Chase Young, pretty much number 2. Okuda, number 3. Tua going number 5 to Miami. Good for Tua, too. He's going to sit on that bench all year, learning as he should. He needs to get that hip 100%. You know, Jedrick Willis going to Cleveland. I was really hoping that C.J. Henderson was going to slide to the Falcons, but it didn't work out in our favor. Ruggs going to the Las Vegas Raiders. It's going to be tough saying that. Kinlaw.
We actually predicted that.
Yeah. Nobody took a wide receiver at this point. I mean, up until Ruggs. Jerry Jeudy going to Denver. Atlanta getting A.J. Terrell. You know.
That was pretty funny.
Well, I mean, we needed a cornerback. He's got talent. You know, he's got talent. I just hope. Go ahead.
I said we got some good jokes off about that.
Just as long as you don't play a LSU player, you know.
Shoot, or North Carolina. As long as you don't play cover 3. Well,
that's what we play here.
As long as you don't play any kind of man.
We play cover. We play cover 3 in Atlanta. That's what we play.
But he better make sure the safety is over the top working hard because he keep his eyes in the backfield.
Oh Lord.
But for the most part, everything kind of went the way it went until we got to Green Bay. Green Bay, via the Miami pick, we got Jordan Love, quarterback from Utah State. I think the wheels fell off there. Because Aaron Rodgers was just talking about we haven't drafted any skilled players. And then they drafted quarterback in the first round. Ian, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, naturally, in the moment, I was shocked. I was appalled. I was angry. I was disappointed. I was confused. And when you bring them now, even in this moment, I am shocked, not angry, confused, but I've calmed down. As with the rest of the draft, how things went, I've calmed down to it. I'm assuming that Matt LaFleur wants to go heavy run based. That's why he went A.J. Dillon in the second round. I am operating under the assumption that we're gonna throw less, run more, be a lot of power, more play action. That's why we drafted a whole bunch of other linemen. And I'm cool. Jordan Love, congrats. You get to be a Packer, get to learn behind Aaron Rodgers. And maybe, we get to that second contract and you might get a chance to play. But you just earned yourself, a good $20 million to not do anything. Because you're not.
So Ian said a bunch of fluff about everything that happened with the Packers. Brandon, what did you think about the Packers? What do you think what they did? What was your mindset when they drafted Jordan Love in the first round?
Hold on, before you go, Brandon. Why must be what I say is fluff? It's because I didn't give you the anger. I didn't give you the fire and brimstone. I didn't cuss people out. I didn't get all in the camera and do this. Is that what you wanted me to do?
Because you're a Packer fan. Yeah, exactly what I wanted the real. I didn't want the whole, I'm just gonna spread this nice thin sheet of butter over everything. Everything's gonna be fine. I wanted what you really thought. I wanted you to say that was some trash that we got at Jordan Love. That we are really trying to undercut Aaron Rodgers. That's what I wanted to hear. You didn't give it to me.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I am a very logical person. I think about the facts. The same optimism, the same way of thinking that got my team to the NFC title game and had me talking about your team, about, losing and being your team. I'm using that same logic. I'm using that same mindset. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm sorry that AJ Terrell was burnt toast at Clemson. I'm sorry that your secondary is still questionable because we don't know what Keanu's going to be. You never truly addressed the outside linebacker position with DeAndre being gone. Got a nice pick in Marlon Davidson. Let's hope he doesn't become Tack Vic Jr. the third.
See, this is not about us right now, Brand. It's not about us, Ian. It's not about us. It's about the Packers and the lack of drafting wide receivers in the first round to help Aaron Rodgers out. That's why I went to Brandon.
I believe they're going to develop those receivers. You didn't ask me about receivers. You wanted me to give you fire and brimstone, and I said I'm not giving that to you. Sorry.
You gave light brimstone to my team, but
Yeah, he gave more heat to our team than his own team. That's not cool.
No, it's normal, but that's okay. What happened?
But go ahead, Brandon. What did you think about what the Packers? What did you think? They didn't draft any wide receivers, and they drafted a quarterback in the first round. That's like a chop to the gonads. Pow!
I was surprised. I wasn't expecting him to go there. I know a couple of guys that kind of already went. People like Michael Pittman Jr. were still on the board, and a couple of the guys. Hey, not my team. I'm not worried about it. They picked the quarterback. It is a little ironic that he gets picked at 26. Aaron got picked at 24 back those years ago. And Ian, to Ian's point, he will be sitting behind Aaron a second. But Aaron is – how old is Aaron?
Aaron is 36. Hey, Fat Thanos, here goes some brimstone for you. If you're going to eat an apple or you're going to chew on something, mute your mic. Wanted brimstone, I had to give it to him.
I'm being fat. That's why I call Fat Thanos. Don't worry about me mute my mic.
Wow. But yeah, I'm surprised by that. AJ Dillon, I didn't think everybody was bringing in on a running back, at least that early.
I assume they're gonna be moving on from Jamal Williams in the offseason because he's gonna be a free agent along with Aaron Jones, and they're definitely gonna re-sign Aaron Jones. I think they're gonna move on from Jamal, and I think we're gonna see if AJ is supposed to be better between the tackle, power running back. He's 250 and ran a 4.5, or 240 ran a 4.5. So
it seems like LaFleur is just wanting to build on kind of what happened last year and add a piece here or there, but nothing. It didn't seem like a lot of pieces, and it is kind of obviously a talking point that Aaron had said something literally like a day before on the broadcast, or like, "Hey man, I would love, maybe they'll give me a skill guy," and they didn't. But let me tell you, I don't know why they didn't, but we'll see. We'll see and see how that goes out.
I'm ready to stir the pot. Let me say something. Uh,
You've been stirring the pot since Friday.
Ian ain't been saying much. But now I got him on here, so he got to say something. I think they're ready to move on from Aaron Rodgers. That's why they drafted him in the first round, which is ludicrous. It's asinine. I think Aaron Rodgers is still an amazing quarterback with an amazing arm, with an amazing mind. Having said all that, before, if Ian remembers, we had conversations about how Ian's personality was and how it was kind of grinding on the Packers organization, grinding on players, and how petty Aaron was. I think they are drafting his heir apparent, and it's coming a lot sooner than you think. So, with that being said, that's why they didn't draft any wide receivers. They're going to let those young receivers that they already have, they're going to let them build with Dude. I'm going to call him Dude Love. Dude Love, because I love wrestling. But anyway, that's why they got this guy. He's going to work out with the young guys that Aaron doesn't want to throw to. And then when Aaron is ready, they're going to cut him and send him packing on his way. That's what they're doing.
I don't know if it's necessarily that. Aaron is Aaron's a lot older.
He's an old guy.
And yes, now again, he's physically or one of the most gifted throwers that the league has seen ever, and that's not an indictment on anybody else playing. That's his gift. And I think for a while you could go with that, but he's getting older, and I would think that if my guy's getting older, stuff is going to naturally start to decline. You want to give him more help to make sure he continues to stay on a.
But they didn't do that.
Strong play. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the part that kind of stuns me. I'm like, he's getting older. I would think you want to help give him some more pieces. Like, well, you should have gave it to him earlier anyway. But you should. Why don't you give him, a Mims? Why don't you give him what's the guy with the San Francisco? I can't say his name.
Ayuk. Yeah. See, San Fran traded up and got Ayuk in the first round.
Did they get it before y'all or after y'all?
Yeah, before us. And I think they were set on those early guys, and once those early receivers were off the board, they decided to just go ahead and go quarterback and kind of make a change of plans. And I think even in the second round, Mims went 59 and we picked Dylan at 62. If Mims is at 62, maybe they go wide receiver. I think after that, it was just like, you know what, we don't have the receivers that we want out there, so we'll just build with what we have already in place. And
I wondered if they wanted Love, maybe they thought Love would go before he came back around second round. Because I'm like you're saying, you could have gotten somebody else, like a receiver in that round or at that first pick. And I wondered if maybe he could have been there still. But
I think they traded up because they wanted to get to Love before New England. Because I think New England would have got Love if he had been sitting there.
Because no other quarterback came off the board after Love for a second.
Like third or fourth round with each.
Yeah, it was a while. It was a while before they got next. We're gonna get to Jake Fromm too. But I don't know. You got Aaron Rodgers. He's 36 years old. The time is now. You draft a quarterback in the first round. In my opinion, if Aaron Rodgers is still the quarterback you don't draft, that's a reach. They reached for him, unless they just believe that Dude Love has a lot of potential. I think truly they're getting ready to kind of move on. They're gonna groom him. You don't draft the first round. I still remember, and I talked to Ian about this before. I remember when Mike Vick was going to jail. And I said, well, Mike Vick has still got a chance to be the quarterback unless they drop a quarterback. And they drafted Matt Ryan in third. I said, it's over with.
Yeah,
it's over.
But here's the thing.
It's over.
But here's the thing. Matt Ryan in that draft was considered the best quarterback coming out. Jordan Love was considered maybe the fourth or fifth best quarterback coming out in this draft. So
which makes this worse.
It makes it bad, but also there's really no true pressure to sit there and say, yo, we got to play him now. We got to play him now. We got to play him now. No, we can
that's not my point. That's not my point at all.
We can sit back and develop and chill, and we can mess around and go the Garoppolo route where Aaron is playing great, and we say, you know what, we're gonna trade Jordan Love, an unknown commodity, but he's got talent, and you may mess around and give us a second round pick, all because a team is willing to see what kind of talent he has.
That's interesting. That's
Good
interesting. But the Packers aren't the Patriots, right? The Packers aren't the Patriots. And to be honest with you, Belichick did not want to trade Jimmy G. They had some circumstances within that organization that led to Jimmy G being traded. So if the Packers got that kind of tumultuousness going on, then that's another problem too. And we will see soon. But Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he's in his prime anymore, but he's still a great quarterback and great thrower of the football. I think he's the second best thrower of the football in the league right now, behind Mahomes.
I would not argue with that.
And I still think he's got some great years left in him if you protect him, if you don't let him get hurt.
But y'all have to give him those pieces, right? Like
you got to give him what
Devontae Adams, great receiver.
Good, yeah.
Receiver.
Top 10 wide receiver.
To me, it feels like LaFleur is going on that sense of let me have a big time guy,
right,
and a complementary pieces. And again, we've seen systems that work like that, right? Like even San Fran. I mean, Sanders did well, and Debo did well, but there was no you didn't look at them and say at the wide receivers necessarily and be like just straight up man on man. Oh man, I can't handle this. But they got you by running the ball, the scheme, and the way they got those guys open. But it all comes out the run, right? And that's what that's what LaFleur said after his press. I think at least that's what I read was like everything you want to be predicated on the run. So you got who's your starting running back again?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
He
had a beastly season. Yeah, beastly.
So they're gonna do a lot of that, a lot of play actions. I mean, it should work. I mean, in theory, we've seen it work before. I just would have probably, have liked to give him Adams maybe a solid guy to go with him. But I mean, again, that's not my team. We'll see how they plays out.
They could have waited another year or two before they drafted another quarterback.
Well, I don't disagree with that. I just, I don't know.
Yeah, they could have waited. It was not only too early in the draft, but it's too early in the years. And the only way you make that trade, in my opinion, is if you're grooming someone to be the heir apparent, and that's what I think.
You're covered either way, though. If you maximize them out, you got your guy. If you don't, then you have an understudy who could potentially take over in the next 2 or 3 years.
I said, sorry I didn't give you fire and brimstone, Brent. I mean,
that's okay.
Lawrence, I know you were expecting the worst, but I gave you the best.
That's okay. That's okay. There's going to be many more jokes in the coming on the future and the oncoming days. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Let's get to the Falcons. First round, we got the AJ Terrell, also known as barbecue chicken. I don't think it was a bad pick, right? I really think it was a good pick. Like I said, I wanted Henderson really badly. There's no chance, no way we're going to get a Kuda. But we got Terrell, and he, we hope with a viable pass rush, he can make plays in the defense because that's what the Falcons really need. We also picked up in the second round Marlon Davidson from Auburn, which I like that pick. It was a really, really, really good pick. We were kind of steady across the board. We picked up Matt Hennessy as center from Temple.
Hennessy.
I like his name.
His jersey itself is it's marketing gold with him. I mean, it's perfect. You just sell the all black jersey.
I can't lie. The funny thing is, I thought he was a brother, and I thought that Cushenberry from LSU was a white guy. When I found out the exact opposite, I was kind of disappointed.
Reverse.
I was like, wait, you mean to tell me that the guy named Hennessy is white? I haven't seen it all. That's almost as bad as Alabama with the quarterback Mac Jones.
Very good name.
It's a great name. That's great. It's a great name. Mac Jones. Who? Mac
Oh my
Jones.
goodness. Lawrence, you good?
Oh, he's probably eating because
Oh
Fat
my
Thanos.
God.
Uh,
I know I joked around about AJ, obviously in the last podcast. And recency memory is bad. I mean, I'm not gonna. I watched clips of his all 22. What I will say, because one game shouldn't destroy a body of work. That's what let me not say all that. That game was bad. It was not great. He did mirror and match very well. I think he's a guy who likes to he's crafty in trying to stay with guys and stay in their pocket. Now, what happened a lot in that game is, I mean, let's just be real. LSU receivers been doing that to everybody all year. Not only that, Burrow put on some good throws. Now, there was some mistakes on AJ. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that. I think one of the first touchdowns, it was a slick move by Chase. He got just enough of a stiff arm and stuck out there because he kind of rerouted AJ. But either way, bad game. He owned it and everything he talked about. The guy's got length. He's got mirror skills. I think he's like he's 6'1". So, you're talking about putting him and Oliver on the outside as your boundary guys, Sheffield in the nickel. So you got speed and you got length on the ends. And we do play a cover 3, obviously. But I do believe Raheem, and we did it a lot late in the season last year, we mixed in a lot more press man. Now you got a guy who's got the size to help out with that press man, because between that and knowing when to play the off coverage really helped the front four get there a little bit better. So a lot of people were like, well, you could have got him in the second round. No, you weren't. He wasn't getting past the Raiders.
No, you're right.
The game was bad. Again, the tape is bad. The tape was bad that game. But his body of work, he's still a quality guy that he was rated the third best guy. And to your point, you learned the draft fell exactly kind of like people, actually not even exactly like. Somebody read out earlier that mock draft were going to be completely wrong. And they were. You get people talking about this, and that. And whoever leaked the information about us wanting to trade up, I'm not saying that wasn't real. But if you're Jacksonville or somebody in that top 5, you're gonna want everything in the farm, right?
Right.
And as much as we want one of those bigger guys, it's not worth giving up your entire draft when you know you need other things on the back end.
Right.
So to me, it was smart to sit there and say, all right, we have a top-rated corner or third-rated corner on the board, as opposed to this. Somebody said we should have took CeeDee Lamb. I wanted to slap the thing out my head.
No, I would have been so upset if we'd have taken another wide receiver.
Cool.
For what?
Because somebody was like, well, they don't have any wide receiver depth. I'm like, this is somebody who doesn't watch the team. They don't know the team. I'm like, and I'm not saying LaCour Trevor is the answer, but you have Russell Gage, you have Zacchaeus, you have people on the board.
Offensively, we have no problems. Offensively, we have no problems other than offensive line.
I'm not worried about that. And even the running back thing, like I was cool with it because you still have Hill, you still got Ito, you still got Oliver. You got like 4 guys. Why am I picking up with this guy? Like,
it makes no sense. Unless you're getting rid of somebody out.
Right.
Unless you're doing what the Packers doing with Aaron Rodgers.
Now, if you would have said, hey, we're going to trade. Oh, I was going to say that.
Yeah, like we gonna breeze past that foolishness.
Now, if you would have said it'd have been crazy. But if you would have traded like Calvin Ridley to the Packers for a pick, then I'm like, all right, cool. We can pick up one. That's cool. But that was stupid. Somebody said CeeDee Lamb. None of that.
Yeah.
But then I
will say this: CeeDee Lamb got great contested catch rating.
Hey, his hands got to be on 99 for sure on Madden,
and that's good for Dak. I mean, he can throw it up. Hey,
he can throw it up, and if some young lady wants to try to snatch it away, they're not getting it.
Oh my God. I do give their day 2 though. I think their day 2 was really strong. I mean, Marlon Davidson is a great dude. Pick. He played next to Brown, and I know Brown gets a lot of love, and he did, but that dude ate up, and now he's going to be, a Robin to Grady Jarrett's Batman. It can't do nothing but good things for him. And on top of that, in case Tack doesn't work out like we're hoping he does, you got his future replacement right there, because we didn't pick up the 5th-year option, so that covers you on that end, right? great pick. I like the extra addition to the line, and then you add in, of course, the hitting in the third round. Who can come in and kind of he started at guard at Temple. He can work himself in if it works out and he happens to win that out, that's great. But also he's behind Mac, and Mac is starting to kind of decline a little bit.
Well, we like you said, we need an heir apparent to Mac.
You do.
He's not a spring chicken. He can learn under him. At least this is an opportunity.
The only apprehension I have is the fact that I want them to make sure that Mac is completely done, because we've been down this road before.
Right.
We thought they kicked McClure out a year too early. After you know what I'm talking about. After we went to 2012, they kicked him out, and we picked Peter Cons, and Peter Cons played I think like guard that year. And then we were like, okay, he's gonna take over, and it was
trash.
And again, to me, look, it's one thing you pick the guys got to develop, the guys got to have the right scheme. There's a lot of stuff that goes into picks and whatnot, but I think it's a solid go. And the guys on day 3, I mean, I didn't really know Michael Walker, and I didn't know Jalen Hawkins. From everything I see, they're great depth players. They could be solid. I think they really believe in Olu.
Might be special team players, it's no telling.
The Michael Walker dude, I mean, he's got some
his tape's good.
And it's solid tape. I mean, especially the game against USC, he kind of went in cool. I mean, I think it's cool when you got a guy who tackles the running back and the quarterback at the same time. That's pretty fun. To me, he's another one of those guys that could be – people don't look at him as a starter, but he can turn around and also actually be a starter. People said the same thing about Devondre Campbell. We picked him in the 4th round at 16. Nobody really knew. They were like, oh, this guy's got all the height, weight, speed. If there's any coach I trust on the defense, it's Jeff Olbrook and Raheem Morris. That dude knows how to make those linebackers work with what they got. So if they think he's a dude who can be special teams and come in and do a couple things, good to go.
Hey, you know what? I shout out to Brandon. Just first and foremost, he can make me feel good about my Falcons, even if we are going to be 7-9. I can feel good about 7-9 out of Brandon than an 11-5 out of most people, and that's saying something, So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what our expectations are as a whole, as a team. I know several things. We can't start out like we did last year. Like, we can't just lose all these games and then, we're just going to start playing now. That can't happen. It's playoffs. And I'm not talking about first round. It's middle round, NFC Championship. That's what we're looking for.
So Brandon,
hopefully
Brandon's talking about the Falcons makes you feel better about 7-9 versus somebody else talking about the Falcons makes you feel good about 11-5. That sounds really stupid.
Let me tell you something. This ain't involving you right now because your Packers picked up Jordan Love. That's stupid. That's stupid.
You said that man made 7-9 sound really good compared to somebody else saying 11-5.
Right, because Brandon is very educated in what he was saying about a team that could possibly. I don't know what our record's going to be. I hope it's playoffs. But his positivity, his energy, his knowledge, all of that makes me feel good than somebody who just randomly says we're going 11-5.
His ability to whisper sweet nothings to you made you feel really good about being robbed, huh?
Oh, why we gotta say like that?
Hold on, brother. I don't know. I'm not comfortable with this.
All I'm saying is because I don't know what the things that go. My hope is
we're not listening to Teddy Riley no more.
No.
Keep it in the closet.
Oh my God.
Hey.
my hope is that guys like Ulbrich and Raheem, who I know are great coaches, they do more of what happened in the second half than the first half. I'm not saying we're gonna go 13-3, 14. I'm not saying that.
Right.
I would love 10 wins. And to be honest with you, I don't want to see nobody lose their job. I really don't. But
no.
At the same time, I understand what this year is. This is it. This is either you get in and make some noise, or they're gonna blow the whole thing up. And regardless of how you feel, like, they're not gonna. No, it's gonna get done because there's too much. It's too much built up. It's like a volcano.
I mean,
no, here's the thing. You're saying a lot of nice stuff, and it sounds really good. And I agree. You are doing a great job of presenting this mud pie as like apple pie. It sounds great. I'm just questioning this guy over here to my right, talking about, man, you make it sound really good to be losing, to have a losing record. That's all I'm commenting on.
So my point is that Brandon can make me feel really nice about a team that may finish below expectations, as opposed to somebody who says, "Oh, we're gonna be 11-5," because Brandon is vested as a fan. Go Falcons. Second, he's very informed about our picks, and third, Packers stink. They drafted Jordan Love. What are you talking about? They drafted Jordan Love. You guys are trying to implode Green Bay.
Here's the funny thing. Every time we can try to implode anything, and we'll still be better than you guys. But I digress.
Having said everything that I just said,
who was the Falcons backup quarterback? You guys still haven't
Matt Shaw. You guys should. If we get to him, we're in trouble.
Look, realistically, Kurt, I think is a pretty solid backup. The guy just blew his toe out last season.
How you do that?
Well, yeah, I think.
How you do that?
Did I see y'all that tweet earlier about that dude's hydraulic popping off his car?
I think I saw like
that right wheel went.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Where they do that at?
So there's a backup guy we drafted about 2 years ago. His name's Kurt Benker from Virginia. He's well regarded, but he was solid dude. And of course, he's only going to play in the preseason. But in the Hall of Fame game last year, he really put, like, it was the second year in the offense. He really put up some pretty good. He's playing solid in the Hall of Fame game. I'm like, all right, cool. So to work with something maybe who could push up off the team, take that $5 million and put it somewhere else. But then he I think it was like literally the fourth quarter with like 4 minutes left to go. And they try to get all the plays he can, and mess around and either dislocate. He did something where he basically was out for the season. So he like destroyed a ligament or something like that. I don't know. And I was like, hey, come in. Now I'm gonna have Shab again as a backup. And lo and behold, he was.
Shab was solid in last year in his spot duty last year. So I mean, to be honest with you, if Shab has to come into the game or play any significant amount of time, we're in trouble. So I'm not worried about that.
Oh, don't get twisted. If number 2 goes down, you might as well.
We're in trouble. Yeah, we're in trouble.
Sign me up for new stuff the new season.
First round pick.
You'll wish you had Jordan Love.
No, we won't. No, we won't.
Yes, you will.
You can keep him. Keep Dude Love over there.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to keep him. Don't worry.
You ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice.
I'll say we'll send him to you for a second round pick when you need him. When you're like, yo, we're tired of seeing this Shab dude. Please give us somebody. Please. Anybody but Shab.
The worst year I think of my fandom had to be the year after Mike went to prison, because you had Chris Redman, you had Byron Leftwich. I mean, it was just
Joey Harrington.
Don't forget about. I'm about to say, don't forget about Joey.
I was hurt.
That was kind of
rough.
I blanked out on a lot of those games.
That was rough. That was rough. That was rough. That was a rough season.
Rough. I mean,
Katrina was our head coach.
He ducked out after 9 games.
Yeah, he did.
In the dead of night.
He said, I ain't signing up for this.
I signed up for Mike Vick.
He didn't sign up to be a man and honor your contract. How you going?
That is.
Who honors contracts? As a college football coach, I don't have to honor nothing. I don't have to honor your scholarship.
He wasn't in college no more. He was in the pros.
As a pro, I can cut you whenever. I don't have to honor none of that. Just look at Bill O'Brien. I do whatever I want because I have no honor. There's no honor among players.
Hey, you know what? I joined around and said I would love to send the second round pick or maybe a third round pick to O'Brien for J.J. Watt. Why not? He giving out people like they Skittles.
No, why don't you?
I don't think O'Brien gonna do that. I don't think
JJ
O'Brien.
Watt, why don't you ask for Deshaun Watson? You tripping?
Yeah, I don't think he gonna do that to J.J. Watt because we know. But anyway,
he did the D-Hop.
He did. Well, like I said, we know why. We know why he'll do that to D-Hop.
He'll do it to Deshaun.
He'll do it to Deshaun. He ain't gonna do that, J.J. Watt. But
that goes back to the owner.
You remember what the owner said?
Oh,
about the
owner said.
You remember what he said? So,
but he's dead.
I'm not surprised.
He's dead.
That doesn't mean that don't mean that his family don't believe what they believe.
This is true too.
Is there any surprises in this draft? Because I got my surprise. But yeah, anyone you were surprised they got drafted lower, higher?
Oh, I have two off the top.
Go ahead.
I was surprised that Curtis Weaver and Bradley Anai dropped to I think 4th and 5th round. It was late. And those are two edge guys. I mean, Weaver especially because he's from Boise State, and I know he got killed. He got killed by lack of athleticism, but it's also hard to fathom getting 12, 9, and 13 and a half sacks. Like I mean, to me, it doesn't matter where you play. I mean,
when you ball, you ball.
You ball. I mean,
when you ball, you ball.
I know he's playing for Boise State, but he put up. I think he finished his career at like 30 something sacks in 3 years. So the dude's got production.
Right.
So if he goes to Miami and he balls out as kind of like Cameron Wake, where Cameron Wake was undrafted, which I didn't know.
I thought he was drafted.
He went to CFL.
Wow.
And you saw when he came back, Cameron Wake was just that's somebody who I would mind signing as like a June extra dude pass rush because he's a monster. He can help some.
We're gonna need it because the NFC South is loaded. But anyway, go ahead.
That's a lot of quarterbacks. It's those two guys again. Production is production. I know because Mac when Mac was picked, Mac's a different end. I'm not saying he's Khalil Mack at all, but Buffalo is in what conference? What are they? Do you remember?
I don't even remember.
I think they're the MAC. Either way, they're not the SEC. They're not the ACC. You know what I'm saying? But he put up numbers, and then I think the one tape that really popped was when he played Ohio State his junior or senior year. I can't remember what year, and he was just geeking on folks. So Miami might have got them a guy late who has production.
Yeah, Miami just kind of needs everybody at this point. I mean, all hands. I'm pretty sure if they could draft the car, they would draft the car. That's how bad Miami is. Remember after the first game, players were already saying to themselves, "I want out of here. I'm out. I want to leave. Trade me, please." So, I don't know.
Was that with the current coaching GM or no?
I don't remember who the GM was at the beginning. It was the same.
All current, everybody's all the same crew. What's his name? Flores and Greer just got down there.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Secretly, I'm gonna have to be cheering for Dolphins because power positions of power. I want them to success.
I mean, they're not in my division or in our conference, so I could care less what happens to them down there. I will say they did make use of all their draft picks, good picks, and they got rid of some good guys, but they didn't go to Bill O'Brien route and give them away for nothing.
All right, Bill O'Brien, would he give DeAndre Hopkins a bag of hammers and some nails?
And some dodgeballs.
Watch out for Arizona next year too, if we play.
Well, they have. They got to tackle Josh Jones,
right?
And they picked up Simmons.
Shout out to Yellow Dress MVP.
Bro, I think I seen all my okay. So let's go. Let's roll into the virtual draft of this year and the faux pas and the funny stuff.
That's it. You know what? After this virtual draft, they should always virtual draft. It was gold.
As a matter of fact, Ian is sitting back like Goodell was on day 2.
Oh man, that man Goodell, by day 3, I actually commented by day 3, that nigga, he was slumped. He was like, yo, what number? Hey, what number pick we on? 200. What 200 pick? Yeah. One of y'all go. He was done.
He was so, but he was going through that whole thing of M&M's, and he kept looking up like, yep, I'm running out. Like, oh yeah, you are,
because you know when he's used to only calling like the first round, and then the second round is off to like the deputy commissioner, and then third, however, so on and so forth. So like all the other folks in the office, but he's usually done by day 1.
I'm pretty sure the owner's like, what else you gonna do? You ain't got nowhere to go. Go ahead and draft all of them.
Bro, he had a wardrobe change, the whole 9. Right?
Yeah, he pulled out the Cliff Huxtable sweater on him.
Yeah.
I was like, look at Goodell looking like Mr. Rogers. I see you there, Raj. And by the end of it, he was looking like Roger. I won't say Roger Mayweather because rest in peace. But he was definitely like, yo, I'm sick of this. Y'all can't.
I got because you're right, because he does the first round, and then day 2 you have the assistant commissioner or the deputy commissioner come out with somebody from like a team. So like and they the do Packers might have Reggie White or not Reggie. Excuse me, Lord, I'm sorry. Brett Favre.
Woo! Rest in peace. Be rest in peace.
My bad. Literally only because like the first when I think of Packers, like that Reggie White's like the first person I thought of. So it just came out of my mouth. My bad. Like Brett Favre. Or somebody like that who's gonna come back and announce the pick for them. Yeah. But yeah, by day 2, he was just like, I'm tired. Yeah. I'm this. And one of the funniest things for me is because the Bronco, they had that digital board in the background with like different people's video. The Broncos didn't have any fans; they just had the cheerleaders. And I think it was late day 3. They were all like, on the screen, right? And the camera kept cutting from him. It had them. And usually, you're on set. Somebody usually like, okay, and we're done. So you're gonna stop after we've cut away from you, right? The girls are still doing this, and then they held the shot on the big board with the Bronco cheerleaders too long because they got done. One girl did like this, and then somebody else clearly said, yo, are we through? And then it cut to the pick, and I was like, oh my God. They had stuff, and they didn't know they were still on.
Oh yeah, gotta love those production mess ups when you just like, yo, you're still on. Or
that girl put her chest all in the screen. I was like, oh.
or the other favorite when the director in your ear says, all right, take 2. And instead of going to 2, you notice that they've gone to 1 and you're up. They're like, oh, I meant the other 2. You're like, yeah, you weren't supposed to go to me.
Nothing worse when I'm in the middle of getting a shot and I'm not there yet, and you already cut to me. You're supposed to be at the other guy.
Yeah. I meant 4. My bad. I meant 4. Sorry, 3.
What the rule of that? Be careful when you're live. Be careful when you're live.
Or say ready to pause. Yeah. Look, make sure you're ready, and then go to it. Don't just go click, and then you're looking crazy. But to your point about yellow dress, I did.
Wait. Did Lawrence check out on us again?
I don't know. I think he was sweating a little bit.
Doggone real estate agent.
Was a little light.
Looked like this. Hey, that was Isaiah, Arizona. Isaiah Simmons.
Was it Simmons?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I made a comment on that on the Zoom call. I was like, yeah, Simmons.
Yeah, I definitely was like, okay, the draft has begun. All right, we are here. Because everybody else, the other ones that I enjoy seeing, like, you know, you could tell folks were having parties, but they knew that when their shot was coming up, they would like send everybody else to another room or whatnot. I'm trying to remember if it wasn't Judy, or it might have been Jerry Judy. Like when he was getting ready to get picked, like you could see it was him and his family on the couch. It might have been like 4 or 5 of them, but then they had a door, and you could see other people behind the door moving around, look like they were trying to see you or whatnot. Almost like, okay, as soon as you get picked, this party getting started. So all y'all chill out. Like we look like we social distancing. So I need y'all to chill out. But as soon as I get picked, party on.
I ain't gonna lie, go ahead.
I was saying we can't be looking crazy. We can't be looking crazy on TV, not social distancing.
No, it's a bad look. It's a bad look.
Yeah.
What's a bad look is getting snatched off on camera.
Yes.
That's what look bad.
Who was that got snatched off camera?
That was Isaiah Wilson's
girlfriend. They were having a long conversation that has been going on since that day. And that relationship is kind of tainted a little bit.
Oh, it's over with, probably.
Oh, yeah.
That's not good. You can't get on TV like, forever, clip.
Hey, I need you to move. I said, get your. Like, you can't be that big getting snatched up. She got yoked.
Mama got her off her baby real quick.
Because don't want about her. That's the thing. I understand you having problems.
She had this little, it's okay. And
it's not about you. It's about him.
Yeah, CD's girl.
CeeDee Lamb is the best one. Oh my gosh, I laughed at that.
He snatched that phone so quick, bro.
I'll say, with the calmest, watch out a little bit.
You know what's funny? Actually, his girlfriend used to date Trae Young.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was there. You know that, Lauren?
No, I didn't know that.
Because Trae mentioned commented on something, and then she commented back, and then everybody, of course, once 2 and 2 go, everybody started following and stuff and putting 2 and 2 together. Like, oh, interesting. Went from the NBA to back to the NFL.
I mean, you went.
So you trying to say she ain't no rookie?
One big man on campus to another. Even though CD was on campus before. Trae.
He was.
Trying to say she ain't no rookie.
Trae, all I know is Trae been in the league for
2 years.
2 years.
And CD is just coming out. Is he a junior or a senior?
He was a junior.
So he would have been
So CD got there a year before Trae got there.
Ooh-wee. Okay.
Overlap.
That was instantaneous.
I wish there was a tumbleweed that just could go across the screen right now.
Oh
yeah. I got to get to this about good old Jake Fromm. I said that Jake Fromm shouldn't come out early. I think he should play one more year. This is not the draft for him. 5th round pick. 167 to Buffalo. He's probably going to be a 3rd round. He's probably going to be the 3rd starting quarterback, right?
3rd string.
A backwards hat and a clipboard.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Jake Fromm was better than Aaron Murray, and we never saw Aaron Murray in the NFL.
No, Aaron was there. He had a couple calls.
He went to KC.
I mean, start and play.
I know he had a couple.
We never saw it. Yeah, I liked Aaron Murray. Jake Fromm is not as good as him.
Did you expect Jake Fromm to potentially be a starter in the NFL?
No, I did not, but I did not expect him to come out this season either.
I think what hurt Jake is, well, one, he obviously doesn't have the same pop, like his athletic skills. His throws are not as pretty, or so to speak, as some other
he doesn't
guys.
have a strong arm.
Right. Well, but to me, strong arm is one. Like you can have a rocket and not be able to aim. Some guys throw better with anticipation and can hit routes. He just didn't do either of those well enough. And
Right.
the one thing that he could have impressed people on is for everything that I've read is the dude is a wonderkin on the board. So the dude's going to be able to diagnose and kind of be charismatic in his presentation. But if with COVID, you canceled out. You can't go to no pro days, or you can't impress nobody straight ahead with all they got is the tape.
So you're trying to say be a good interviewer. That's what you're trying to say. Like when you go for the job, you might not have the skills for the job, but you can wow the interviewer.
I do think if he would have had a chance to interview, he probably would have slid up a little bit further. Not a lot, but he would have fallen to 5. But again,
all of us have watched a lot of Jake Fromm. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think that happened to a lot of folks with this year's draft. You had a lot of people that weren't able to get eyes on players. On top of the fact that you had, you just watching the draft in general, you saw a lot of GM/coaches literally working together, and you didn't have a room full of analysis and scouts and this person and that person. So, my opinion may differ from your opinion, that may differ from Lawrence's opinion, and our job is to sell, our opinion to whomever the decision maker is, usually the GM. But if I can't do that, then you kind of just stuck looking at either the tape or looking at past interactions.
Well, like you said, these guys have been looking at these players for like the last 2 years. After a while, there's only so much tape. You're going to rank them how you're going to rank them. And then with the draft being virtual, there is no, you can't, so if you normally, we all three would be in the meeting room with the GM, and, I'd be like, well, here's my guy. Here's the reason why my cornerback should be chosen as opposed to Ian's. You can have that back and forth. Yeah. But now, if it's by myself, all I got is my list. And if my list says Ian's quarterback is better than mine, no matter if I can sell it or not, but I'm not there to do it. Well, guess what? This is the guy that is on the board. So the scouts
but also
they work.
Yeah, y'all being a lot nicer than I am. Y'all being a lot nicer than I am.
No, but also, you can't dispel, when you have those pro days, I can dispel a rumor or, a thought of, hey, I don't have a strong arm. Okay, you come see me in person and I'll show you what my arm looks like versus what you saw those 12 or 13 games. There's been many dudes that you say, yo, this dude's got an accuracy problem. And all of a sudden, here comes a pro day, and they're like, oh, man, he hit 60 of his 62 passes. I guess he's now accurate, and we're going to draft him in the first round now. And it's like, nah, that's not the case, but he did enough to fool you into thinking that.
Well, I think it gives you a chance to go back and reevaluate the tape. Say, I know it's scripted, but why couldn't he make this throw in a game as opposed to that? I think it gives you more context. But again, without that, now it's just tape. That's all you got.
It causes a second thought in your mind.
I'm gonna go back to the tape doesn't lie. When you watch a guy in the game, that's what he does in the game. I mean, if you're trying to say, okay, he can throw the ball 80 yards in the air, that's great. That's great. How does that help your football team? I want a guy that's be able to, as a quarterback, be able to anticipate the route and throw the ball on time and accurate. Jake Fromm doesn't do that.
That's true.
He doesn't do that.
But here's a contrast in that. Think 2 years earlier, you take Josh Allen for the Bills. You take what he did during the regular season. You just look at his tape, and you fast forward to what he did at the combine at the pro day. He does stuff at the combine, the pro day, and you're like, oh, you're seeing oh my gosh, he can throw it 60 yards, from his knees, and he does all these things. Maybe I can make him accurate with this great arm. Versus where you see Jake Fromm and you don't get a chance to get eyes on him in person and have the interviews and all those other things. You say, he had a winning record at Georgia, but he doesn't have the strongest arm, and the tape shows that.
And I thought the Bills stretched with that. I thought the Bills stretched with that too. I thought they could have waited. Granted, they made it to the playoffs last year, but I mean,
that's what Josh Allen was able to sell people on. I can throw the ball 80 yards from it's nothing, and
their defense is stupid. So
I guess sell versus what you can actually do, right? Like, okay, the selling part is going to get you money, but the play part, the tape part is what gets you wins, right?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
so
but
that's why I said
but me getting drafted, I'm not worried about the wins part. I'm worried about getting drafted.
Of course. But I'm talking about from the. Well, you're right. You're 100% right.
Thank you. Just finally see that. Just get to that. We've been doing this together for the last 2 years. You have finally just said, you know what, you're right, and just stop.
I really hope. No. I hope his cord gets caught up in his beard, like really, like knotted up. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. But Fromm unable to do his pro day because of COVID and that kind of stuff. That probably would have pushed his draft up further. But from my opinion, from my standpoint, and I watched a lot of games of him in Georgia as you guys did, he's barely an NFL quarterback. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being real. I'm being honest. Like, he's not a starting quarterback talent.
No, there's nothing about his game that kind of wowed me. Again, there's obviously different ways to reach the goal, right? Like, some guys are super tall, some guys are super gifted like Aaron and Mahomes. Some guys have great anticipatory skills, like a Breeze, a Brady, and to some and to a degree Matt. Like, there's certain aspects to guys that hey, this guy can make the throws. He can, he's got it up here. He can do all these things, right? But then you just watch certain tapes. Just like, this dude, he never had that. Fromm never had a game to me in college that was like, yo, that dude right there, he's playing on Sundays. Not like Joe Burrow, where Joe was running around,
But that's just like, if you that's just like if you're say you're a receiver or running back and you run a 40 and like I run the 40 at the combine, I run like a 4.6, but then I go back to my pro day and I run a 4.3. You might look at me totally differently and like, okay, why'd you run a 4.6 and 4.3? You might really be, you might really have that 4.4, 4.5 type speed, but for some odd reason you ran a 4.6 on that particular day. Is that just a one-day thing, or is that going to be a regular day thing? Then it goes back to looking at the tape and seeing, okay, was that track speed or was that, when you play speed?
I'd rather have a guy that plays fast as opposed to a guy who just runs fast. Like, I need you to go during the game, but if you run, it's great if you run 4.2 in a straight line and ain't there's no moving or no chasing.
Nobody gonna hit you.
Right,
you ain't got to worry about chasing.
Right. I want somebody who got to get up when it's time to move.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. Well, speaking of getting up when you got to move, this Last Dance, I ain't been
trying to see that
excited.
segue. I'm trying to see that segue.
Oh, you like that? Did you like that? You see what I did there?
I can't lie. I was thinking the same way. I was like, all right, that feels like, get up, move is the perfect segue. And you went right through it. Whoa, see that? See. That's what you was doing listening to Teddy and Babyface. We know you've done the Tootsie Slide a couple of times.
Who, Brandon?
No, I'm talking about you, Lawrence.
About you.
No. Them legs don't get up and down like that, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like,
not gonna lie to you. You're not gonna catch me on TikTok doing any of that.
Say your wife has the name Tootsie saved in her phone under your number.
Ooh, I hope not. better be the whole road, just not Tootsie.
Just Tootsie.
As soon as Lawrence calls, I'm going Tootsie Roll. and before she picks up, she hits the butterfly at least twice, real quick.
Hey, what? I'm gonna have to call her one day and see if she does that.
It could be peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
With a baseball bat.
That used to be my song on my phone for the longest time. It took me a while to get it off. Yes, sir. But the segue going to The Last Dance. I haven't been this excited for a documentary in a long time. I hope you guys watched. I know Brandon did. I know Ian did. It's just compelling TV. So I don't know, just everything about Jordan and the 63 points against the 1986 Celtics, which was the 1986 Celtics are one of the all-time greatest basketball teams ever. They are. I mean, I know how you feel. I know you're probably liking the Miles Bridges. LeBron could have scored 90.
No, I'm definitely not going to go that far. But I will say, going back and looking at that team in history, just like, I guess you could say you had the perfect storm. You had, I guess, you're in your prime, Bird. Mm-hmm. You're in your prime, Mikhail.
Parrish. Don't forget about Parrish.
Yeah, Parrish was now Parrish is like your age at that time, like a good 50-something years old then. But there's no way in the world that would I consider them the greatest team ever. They had the greatest home record, going 41.
Well, statistically, they were 67-15, so they were a great team, and there aren't a whole lot of 67-15 teams.
I still think that if Ralph Sampson doesn't hit that crazy shot in the Western Conference Finals to beat the Lakers, I think the Lakers mess around and beat them in three-peat.
Maybe, but ifs and woulds, coulds and shoulds, bro.
Touche. But that's when they're like, they had Bill Walton too. Yeah, they didn't have 1977 Bill Walton. They had 86 Bill Walton. I was happy to be able to play 50-something, 60 games.
Oh, he wasn't just happy to be there. He was Sixth Man of the Year that year. So that
was a nice award to give to him. Welcome back.
It's not so much about what the Celtics is. It's about what a second-year player did, what a broken foot did to him, dropping 63. Just the whole story. The whole presentation of the doc is really fantastic. And if you are a basketball fan, I implore you to watch it. If you're a sports fan, I implore you to watch it. If you are a fan that doesn't have anything to watch, just watch this, man. I'm excited.
It's definitely entertaining. What's something that you saw that you didn't know about? I guess the biggest thing that
I wouldn't say there's a whole lot there isn't I didn't know about, but there are things that I forgot. The whole Pippen about to be being traded during the three-peat, because I always heard that Krause was an ass. I've forgotten about that. How much things were just kind of messed up. Like, in my mind, I mean, in anybody's mind, why would you want to get rid of a coach that's brought you 2 titles? Why would you want to get rid of a player who's been in 2 titles? In my mind, you know what? I'm going to pay you what you want. I'm going to pay you what you want. Let's keep this train going until y'all suck. That's how I look. But, as far as anything Jordan, I'm pretty up to date on a lot of stuff just because I'm a huge basketball fan, and I really love the history of basketball.
So you were up on the cocaine train?
Well, the cocaine thing, let me tell you something about the cocaine. Cocaine in the mid to late 70s to the 80s was a huge problem.
Oh, I know it was.
Which is what brought David Stern to kind of change the league around. Mm-hmm. David Stern was a big, if you go back and do some research or read some books, David Stern had a lot to do with where basketball is at today, because he cleaned it up, got rid of the perception that the basketball players were a bunch of druggies and all that kind of stuff, and he branded the franchise in the NBA. So, cocaine was a big thing. Big problem in the NBA.
Take him a drug, that's what they say.
That's cool.
Cocaine.
But who knew that Jordan was such a snitch? That man.
They don't go telling, wasn't it?
That man MJ was like, "Yo, so here's what happened. I went into the room. When I came in, They had the girls over here. They had the weed over there. Over there, they had the cocaine lines. And I was like, no, I have nothing to do with this. I am headed out.
At least he ain't
Hey,
dropped no
man.
names. At least he ain't dropped no
He
names.
did. He just did Picasso and painted the entire picture.
He said the whole team was on there. I got Wikipedia. I could Wikipedia that whole roster. And be like, all right, so Michael Jordan went in there, but you gonna tell me Brad Sellers or Orlando Woolridge?
Orlando Woolridge wasn't doing
it. That guy. So which one was you in, Orlando? You said you was. He said you was in the room. Which ones were you with? Was you with the weed, girls, or the coke? Which one? Inquire minds.
All of them.
I was like, I want to know. Which one?
I want the dude to say I'm all of the above.
He was like, come on, Mike. You ain't have to tell on everybody. You could just say next question. You could just laugh and be like, yeah, I remember they called us that. I didn't partake, but it was a wild time. He could just left it real simple like that. That man went all the way snitch. That man turned into Narcos.
Boy, that Joker told everything, boy. Well, I mean, yeah, I ain't got nothing to say. I can't say nothing. I can't. It's undefendable. He could have just said, it was a wild time for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have been as compelling TV. And I wouldn't have been laughing as hard. So keep on snitching, Jordan. I hope he keep on snitching. I'll be snitch on Rodman. I'll be snitch on Pippen. I'll be snitch on Phil Jackson.
I think
Brandon,
I was more surprised. Well, to kind of add to that, like, again, I didn't know a ton about, like, you mean basketball is more both of you guys things. I watch it as a fan, but I'm not very up to speed on a lot of history and a lot of different things the way I am about football. But I grew up with Mike. I watched Mike, and I thought it was very cool the game against the Celtics. It was '88. Was that the year we dropped the 61?
63.
Right? 63. I'm sorry. Was that '88?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was 86.
Actually, yeah. So I did that. Plus, as an editing person or a person who likes to edit, the fact that they put LL Cool J to that was dope. It was awesome.
Well, I heard that a lot of the music has been synced to the time of year that it was, the year that every highlight was played. So, 86, you had LL Cool J, I'm Bad. That's when that came out. What did they have for 84? They had something for 84. I can't remember what was played.
I know you're talking about, but it was a dope song too. Like they did a good job to sync it up to mirror the time of year. I did not know about Pippen's horrific contract at that time. Now, granted, we over the years he's made enough money. Let me not tell anybody to the cap on their money, but he's made good money. But for that particular time frame to be paid that much money and what he was doing for the Bulls was wild. And it's again the GM Krause being that bold, tell Phil like you can go 82 and I don't care. You out of here. That's woo, like 82-0 championship, and I'm still sending you out the door. That's a lot of hatred right there, man.
That's me. He just mean he don't like you.
That's not even petty. That's I don't straight
like,
villain hatred.
Like
I guess the question would be since Brandon, yeah, I mean you're not quite the fan that you are of football as you are of basketball. What are your surprises? What are you interested into learning from this doc?
I think to more solidify, how much I appreciated Mike growing up. I mean, again, I saw him during, my younger years, but to really get it coming from a more mature standpoint, obviously much further away from when I was younger, when I actually watched him play, and to kind of see all those cool aspects, things I didn't really know. I mean, obviously I knew Dennis Rodman was a weird dude, but like, what is behind Dennis? Why did he, why did he do what he did? And that, again, you said 30 for 30 for him, which I have to check out at some point in time. But I just wanted to see how this last hoorah, this team that was, dominant team in the 90s, what drove them to that final championship, and then just watch it all crumble down. Like, who doesn't like to watch, them go against establishment and say we gonna get that dub regardless.
Yeah, see, I think like again, just like talking about music earlier on, watching this documentary kind of put you in that nostalgic moment of where were you when you were watching this. Like I can remember as a kid watching these games on WGN TV, both in Milwaukee and when I moved down here to Atlanta, they had WGN. I was like, wow, okay, I keep on watching Bulls games without any issue, whether it be a nationally televised game or just a regular local game, watching it on there. So, it makes you feel like a teenager all over again. And seeing Jordan at his best was great basketball. And seeing the drama behind everything, like, because I can remember hearing, like, after they won that fifth title, and Jordan basically going off like, "Yo, we want to run this back," and the GM being like, I don't know if I really want to. And then that whole drama that summer of will Phil come back, will Phil come back, will Phil come back, and Pippen, will he get a new contract? Because at that time, the NBA in that mid '90s, the NBA blew up because you had the TV money from NBC and that pumped into the salary caps and what guys were doing. And I remember when the rookie contracts didn't have a scale. So you had Glenn Robinson get drafted. He comes in the door saying, I want $100 million contract.
Big dog got big money.
Yeah.
Off the gate.
He settled for 68, but he came in saying, I want 100.
Well, I want 100.
I want
a hundo.
Yeah.
He was leading scoring in the NCAAs at the time.
Yeah. And the thing was, a lot of those guys were signing long contracts. So it was like, yeah, you want $100 million contract, you sign this, just like in baseball now, where it's like, you sign this 13-year contract, and you're like, yo, why you sign a 13-year contract? That's insane. Because I want that money. I want the security,
Mm-hmm. And basketball and baseball being so guaranteed. I mean, that's
yeah. And the same thing with basketball. So now, you fast forward, Scotty's going to the last year of that contract, and you look up, and Jordan had become a free agent after the title against Seattle, the fourth year. So that's when he was able. That's when he was able to be able to sign for, 33 million per year, because he was now a free agent. Scotty had signed that stupid long-term contract for 7 years, and he had to wait, getting paid, $1 million here, $2 million there. And once that contract ended, that's where he went and signed with Houston for 60-something million for like 5 years. And in his last 2 years with the Bulls, made another $10 million. That's why he actually ended up making more money than Jordan did as a player over his career versus, Jordan that's the thing. Jordan didn't get paid until those last 2 years. Jordan got all his money through endorsements.
I was gonna say Gatorade and Hanes and of course the Jordan brand and for Nike. I mean, that's the money. That money keeps going, and it keeps going. I mean, that's why I think I'm very impressed with guys like LeBron and his acumen as a business. I mean, not only has he parlayed his money on the court in the free agency, but also in endorsements and other investments, to where he's creating that serious stuff. So
yeah,
that's how you got it. Where did Lawrence go?
I do not know. He jumped out. He's coming back in now. I have no idea what happened to Lawrence, but he is back now.
I'm back.
Yeah, but Jordan didn't make money. Like I said, he didn't make his big money until the end. So that's why when everybody's like, "Oh, that was messed up," Jordan should have got paid. Should have helped Scotty get paid. Like, no, Jordan had a janky deal too. It just his ended in time for him to make stupid money those last 2 years. Yeah, Scotty had to ride it out. Yeah, his last 2 years he made 30 and 33 million.
So I'm gonna ask everybody's final thought on this.
You kicking us not now since Alex the Great is here?
No, it's a hey, buddy.
We gotta go now, huh? did you at least not burn the meat?
The meat is never burned, sir. We don't do that. That we don't do that here. Eh?
That is not about the Nigerian theory, bro.
Final thought is, and I had it in my head and I just fell out of my head because I picked up my 1-year-old. What is something that's amazing about what?
that was amazing. That's what that was.
That was good stuff.
Dang, I done lost my whole entire thought. I had a good one too. Good question.
B, what's your final thought going? You know.
My final thought is
I look
back. How much I love the seeing NFL stuff again. You know, for the excitement I had for not thinking about COVID and all that stuff. Like I was just giddy for 3 days to watch these young guys get a chance to go, and you know, for the undrafted guys who were able to sign up too, because that's important too. They get a chance to live their dream. So that was great. Also, how much I've missed Teddy Riley and Babyface and their music, and how much music they did that I didn't know they did. And of course, you know, Jordan. What can you say? Reliving the years that of yesteryear. So looking forward to 3 and 4 tonight.
That's what's up.
Awesome.
Awesome. Did you find your thought, or is it still out there in the wind?
I'm just gonna roll with off Brandon. All the jokes I made aside about Ian and your team, you know, the NFL draft is a crapshoot. We don't know. First round, second round, third round, sixth round. Tom Brady was 199th pick, and he's the GOAT. So there's that. With the Michael Jordan doc, this is what I want to say to all basketball fans, anybody who watches. Let's just evaluate it as is. Let's not throw LeBron in there and say who's better. Let's not throw Jordan in there and say, but just watch it, enjoy. This is special, you know. After this, we're not gonna get probably another Michael Jordan doc, even though they got a Kobe one on the way, and
they gotta sit on that for a second.
It's gonna be special in a different way.
That's gonna be bittersweet.
For sure.
Shoot, I think
yeah, man,
people's gonna cry. My bad. Hate to interrupt you. I was gonna say I think people are gonna cry when Kobe's interview comes up in the Jordan doc, because you know it's gonna come up.
Mm-hmm.
It'll
be on social media.
The thing that I didn't know was how much the relationship between Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant was. I didn't know how close the relationship was. I heard before he died, because I was listening to a lot of podcasts with Kobe, because Kobe was doing the rounds, and I mean, he was really talking to MJ like that, and I'm just like, wow, I didn't think MJ talked to anybody like that. But he was really with him, and then when he came to his funeral or whatever, and to see Michael Jordan crying, Kobe meant something to Mike, so that was special. But those are my final thoughts.
Okay. Well, let's see. My final thought was I definitely enjoyed the draft. It gave us some actually live sports to think about. Hopefully there will be a season. I honestly doubt it, but hopefully. Gonna enjoy part 3 and 4 of the doc of the Last Dance. We'll enjoy seeing the bad boys' years, and really they're gonna really go in depth into Michael Jordan's hate and continue hate for Isaiah Thomas. That's gonna be really fun to see. And my own personal life, we get in crunch time, baby eviction time.
Hey, I know that sounds awful when you say it like that. Though.
What, baby eviction?
Baby Russell on the way.
That's not how I would.
I mean,
round 2.
I mean, they got to get out. They got to get out some way.
And we don't know what it is, right? We're going with the old hey, surprise.
Don't know what it is. We're probably gonna do one big Zoom call to reveal, you know, after it's been cleaned up and everything. Like, hey, it's here. It's a boy. It's a girl.
It's special.
I'm glad you're gonna clean the child before you do that. That's good.
Yeah.
It's special.
That's important.
9 months. Brandon gonna be next. I said it.
Alex, little Alex, I don't need you to agree with nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Co-sign out of nowhere.
I'm saying the way he been holed up. Well, he might have been holed up in a different type of way, pun intended.
Hey.
Yahtzee.
And on that note,
Jenga.
gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Little Mincy coming soon in 8 months. Why speak, Brother Mincy? Brother Mincy?
My sweet brother Nooms. Why you looking at me like that, my man? What you trying to say?
He said, "Stop talking to Brandon like that."
Hey,
that's rude.
Tell Brandon, his parent life ain't sweet. He said.
I saw the Facebook pic.
He said. Man, that was great, man. It was great. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you guys, for podcasting and Zooming and all that kind of stuff. Everybody gets to see our little facial expressions and stuff and our little mannerisms. You can see Ian's face when we talk trash about the Packers. You can see our face when he talked trash about the Falcons. This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, my face is beautiful.
Whatever. I'm not. What am I supposed to say? Yeah, Ian, your face is beautiful. What's supposed to say that?
No, you just say this.
See?
You just say, hey, all you gotta say is it's been 2 pieces in a biscuit and we out.
Oh, okay, all right. This is it for 2 pieces in a biscuit. Peace, and we out.
Yeah.
Yeah.